Hey guys, it's Erin. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally going to be doing a hair Q&A, so grab your cup of tea and sit down. Let's start. Alright guys, so I asked you guys to submit me a bunch of questions via my Instagram Q&A. If you want to follow me, it's at Erin, and I'm going to be going through and answering all of them. We're going to be speaking about hair health. Obviously, we're going to be speaking about hair oiling. I'm going to be speaking about hairstyle hacks. So make sure you've got a notepad and pen. So question number one, have you ever cut your hair short? So I don't know, if you guys are new to my channel, you can probably see sis has very, very long hair. Well, just up and on guys, say whatever you need to say. And the truth is I actually did. I have spoken about this before, but basically when I was younger, I was living with my dad and my brother. No one in the household obviously knew how to look after long hair, so we really sis got a bob, and sis doesn't suit bobs. Actually, let me see if you guys can see what I would look like. I kind of look like this. I don't know, like I have a very round face, so I don't think it was the look for me. Okay, why am I being rude and allowing my phone to go off? Sorry. But yeah, I had a bob and I let it grow out, and then growing up I kind of just had like around normal chest length hair. But then when I got to uni, because I was living on my own and I was really looking after myself and getting into things, and obviously I was using ERIM all the time, I was like, you know what girl, grow your hair. And since then I've been growing it, and I do get regular haircuts but only trims. So the next question is, do you straighten your hair? And the answer is yes. I know 99% of the time I have my hair straightened, and I think a lot of people actually think that this is my natural hair. It's not. I have quite wavy, bushy hair naturally. Has a bit of texture to it, has a bit of volume. I just prefer like a really straight, sleek look, and I've been using the Lucea ID straighteners from T3. These are their new straighteners. I've spoken about them before. Guys, I love them. Like, they're so aesthetic, first of all. Like, who gave them permission to be white and rose gold and so pretty like this? And they're fantastic because heat damage is so bad for your hair. And as someone who honestly heat damages their hair a lot, there are a lot of things that I can do to fix that. But the great thing about these straighteners is they can create a custom heat ID for you. And I'm going to show you exactly how you do that right now. All right, so me and Honey are going to show you how to set this up. So it is really simple. There's 3 settings. You've got the thickness of your hair right here. So you've got fine, medium, and coarse. I like to keep mine on medium. Tap it, really easy. This second setting here is for the hair length. Obviously, you guys know sis has some long hair, so we need to keep that on the maximum. And finally, the third category is whether your hair has been dyed or treated. So because I've never dyed my hair, we like to keep that one off. And then it's really simple. All you need to do is double tap here to lock it, and then you can see it's loading. So whenever you're holding the straighteners, it's not going to adjust the settings at all because it's been locked, and you are good to go. So you guys just watched the tutorial on how to choose your heat ID. It's really, really cool. My heat ID is actually 6, and I want to know yours. Make sure you comment down below what your heat ID is, because a lot of straighteners just come with like a one-size-fits-all heat level, and no one's hair is the same. So we all need to have like a unique heat level in order to ensure that we're not overheating our hair, and it's just keeping it nice and healthy and shiny. Okay, so moving on to the next question. How often do you wash your hair? This is a big question. For any of my girls that have naturally textured, curly, wavy hair, I know you can feel me on this. My life honestly revolves around washing my hair. So I only wash my hair around 1 to 2 times a week. My hair doesn't get greasy, and the reason for that is because I use ERIM and I topically apply oils, my scalp doesn't feel the need to overproduce sebum. So naturally now, because I've been using ERIM oil, hair oil, which is my hair oil, for so long, I just don't have greasy hair, which is really, really lucky, because I can go like a week and a half, not that I've tried it, but I'm pretty sure I could, without washing my hair. So I only wash my hair when I've gone to the gym, and I do this 1 to 2 times a week. Before going to the gym, obviously I apply ERIM. You guys know the drill. I've talked about it to death. And then I do a really, really good wash. I like to use my oils, and yeah, just 1 to 2 times a week. I definitely would recommend you guys washing your hair as less as possible, because the shampoos, they kind of strip your hair. They'll act as detergents. They kind of strip your hair, unless you're obviously using a good shampoo. So yeah, 1 to 2 times a week. Next question is, do you brush your hair when it's wet or when it's dry? Now this is a kind of like hybrid answer. When I've got conditioner in my hair, I don't use a wide tooth comb, but I do use my fingers to kind of distribute the conditioner through my hair all the way to the end. Often when you're in the shower, you can just be applying conditioner like this or all over your hair like this, and what happens is the hairs underneath the bunch inside the middle, they don't actually get any product on them. So I like to brush my hair through like this when it's wet. After the shower, I never towel dry my hair. I put it up in a microfiber towel, and I leave it there for a good 5 to 10 minutes just to absorb any of the excess wetness. And then once it's dry, I will go in and use by ERIM as a kind of like to give it a bit of slip so I can brush it really, really smoothly. The worst thing you want to do when your hair is wet is to brush it, because that's when it's at its most vulnerable. You don't want to be doing that. So how often do I straighten or curl my hair? So obviously you guys know I have a very kind of like chaotic lifestyle. I'm always here, there, doing a shoot, So that really does depend on my schedule for the week. But generally I will straighten my hair the day after I've washed it. So that's 1 to 2 times a week. I try not to do it more than that. And I think I'm pretty good at sticking to that. As I mentioned, you just never want to overheat damage your hair, but it's okay if you're using less heat damage. You're using the Lucea ID straighteners. But yeah, I curl my hair sometimes, you know, if I'm shooting for Instagram or if I want to have it looking nice for photos or a photo shoot. But other than that, I really just try and do 1 to 2 a week. Guys, this is a highly recommended, highly asked question. Frequently asked question. Oh my God, it was an FAQ, guys. What shampoo and conditioner do you use? All I have to say is watch this space. And I feel like we're jumping topics a lot, but how long does it take you to straighten your hair? So basically the process I go through is once I've washed it, I will let it air dry. You will never catch sis blow drying her hair. I really don't feel like there's a need to. I love air drying it, especially overnight. Aunties, please don't come at me for having wet hair. I know what you're gonna say to me in the comments. I know it's with love though. And then it takes me around 20 minutes to straighten my hair with the Lucea ID. Like, they're very, very smooth. I like to take my time. Like, I don't like to rush it and pull my hair. I like to really, really slowly just kind of nicely press through. The next question is, what can you do to protect your hair? So this is a really, really good one. Sis has a lot of tips. Now, number 1, you want to have protective hairstyles. So this kind of means like braids, loose, natural braids, stuff that keeps your hair out of your face but without pulling on your hairline too much. I feel like a lot of girls these days, they have these really harsh, severe, like updo buns, and they kind of leave their hair like that all day. And for me, I'm just like, ooh, when I see it, because you really, really don't want to be putting that amount of tension on your roots. You want to be keeping it nice, relaxed, and loose. The thing that you want to do and avoid is having it genuinely just like loose, open like this, because anything can happen. It can pull on your door handle, it can pull on your clothes, it can pull on your jewelry, and you really want to avoid any interference with your hair. So my favorite hairstyles is like a nice loose French braid, nice loose fishtail braid, or like a very kind of like gentle ponytail at the nape of your neck. If you are someone that likes to wear their hair up every single day, I would highly recommend placing your ponytail in different positions. Obviously you don't have a ponytail here, that would look absolutely insane. But you want to make sure that you're not putting the same like tension. So if you have your ponytail here every day, like this area of your hair is going to get affected, and there's going to be, you know, the way that your hair is being pulled is in the same place, and then repetitive motion in the same thing is obviously going to cause like potentially hair loss or hair thinning, and you don't want that. So make sure you're switching up the position of your ponytail. Another thing is you want to switch up the position of your parting, and that's really going to help with the appearance of hair density. So when you have it, I mean, I am actually a victim of this, but I do a straight center parting every single day. But what you want to do is part it on different sides, because a lot of the time you do see people who have their hair like this all their life. They've been wearing it on the side and they've been pulling their hair through like this. You don't want to have that repeated motion. You want to keep it switched up. You don't want to get your hair to kind of get used to something in particular. You know, says me, queen of the center parting. But yeah, that is one piece of advice. When you're sleeping, you want to have a silk pillowcase. Guys, I'm coming at you with these tips today. You want to have a silk pillowcase. And this helps to not tug your hair, and it's also antibacterial, so it's not going to hurt. I have a lot of advice when it comes to choosing a good hairbrush. I'm going to leave that there though, because watch this space as well. Sis is out here working. But yeah, I would say those are my main tips. I'm always coming up with more and more tips. Obviously, use hair treatments. Like, that is an essential. Your hair doesn't have everything it needs on its own. Like, you need to look after it. You need to invest in it. So make sure that you're not overly heat damaging your hair. Make sure you're using leave-in treatments like by ERIM, and you should be good to go, guys. So a lot of people think, because my hair is very, honestly guys, my hair is actually jet black. Like, Sis ain't got dark brown hair out here, Sis has got black hair. A lot of people are like, do you dye your hair black? And the answer is no, guys. Like, for me, I like to embrace whatever kind of is going on naturally, like, to some extent. Like, obviously I straighten my hair, but I have naturally black hair. I don't have any desire to dye it. I've never had any desire. Not to say that I wouldn't want to do it at some point in the future, but for me, that's not something I'm looking to do right now. Some girls, I think, look gorgeous with dyed hair, but for me, you know, like, I'm very proud to be Punjabi. I'm very proud to, you know, have hair like my mum's, and I would never want to kind of go so super, I wouldn't want to go super far than that. You know, I wouldn't want to overly anglicize the way I look. Like, I want to look like where I'm from, and the way that you look like that is by keeping yourself like natural and authentic to the way that you were born. So yeah, this is my natural color. I might want to dye it in the future, but not right now. Ooh, people were asking me, how did I get my hair so long? And I feel like you guys can take the advice that I've given you in this entire video, but I also would say, and this is not something I recommend, like, obviously if you are a baptizee, please do not think that I'm telling you to trim your hair, but just as a point of kind of like health and the shape of your hair, I like to trim my hair, and I only do it like 1 or 2 inches, but I do it quite regularly, like once every 3 to 4 months. I think this really helps to, especially because I have very long hair. It's often difficult for the natural oils that are created in my roots, in my scalp, to reach the ends of my hair all the way down here. So I like to topically apply oil so the ends of my hair don't get dry. I like to trim it regularly just to keep it looking fresh. And yeah, I just think it's a lot of the time patience, but there's also genetics to this, guys, like, as there is with everything. You know, my hair is genetically black, and I can't say that my hair is genetically long, but you know, some people's hair grows faster, some people's hair grows slower. It just depends on the length of your hair cycle, and I'm more than happy to do like a little sciencey video into hair cycles, the telogen phase. Sis knows. So if you would like that, I'd be more than happy to do that for you guys. Okay, the final question is, what is the craziest hairstyle you have ever tried? And do you know what it is? Like, not to make this sad, but like, because my mum passed when I was 8 years old, I hadn't really grasped how to do hairstyles at that age. And I remember like a lot of girls were coming in with these weird and wacky plaits on one side and bunches on the other side and like a braid, and I remember being like really jealous because I could just about muster like a ponytail. But I have to say, like, I really did teach myself how to do certain hairstyles, and my favorite one really is just loose center parting. I feel like I'm myself whenever I have my hair in a different way. I don't know whether you guys feel like this, but I just don't feel comfortable. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But I always like a trusty sleek ponytail. And I actually really like 2 French braids here. And I generally like anything with braids. I think it looks so elegant and like foresty, fairy, princessy. So kind of like a half crown braid, and it goes down here. I think that's stunning. I'm experimenting a lot more with hairstyles on my Instagram page, so you guys can keep up with me there. But yeah, generally anything with a braid I think is my favorite if I have someone to help me do my braid. So last question, actually I lied. Do you prefer to straighten your hair or do you prefer to curl it? Do you know what? I'm really good at straightening my hair, but I really like it when I get my hair curled as well. I think it kind of has like really nice body. I also use the T3 curlers. Obviously that's not part of this video, but I really like them. And with straighteners you can also curl if you just kind of like, the straighteners aren't on obviously, but do this kind of motion. You can get a nice loose curl at the end of your hair. So yeah, I like it with a bit of a curl. Okay guys, I think that's all of the questions. Thank you so much to T3 for sponsoring this video, guys. Make sure you go to the link in my description to click and see what these straighteners are all about, find out your hair ID, maybe get them. I would really recommend them. And that's it. If you want to see more videos of mine, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and make sure you give me a thumbs up. Guys, here is a virtual hug from me to you. Mwah! I love you guys so much, and just remember, you always have a friend in me. Oh my god, I sound like that Toy Story. A friend in me. Yeah, that's me. All right guys, bye.